Hey guys, it is Morgan and
Ewan.
We are back here at the home shop, ready for another YZ250 build. If you guys haven't watched it, check out the video of us putting that motor together. It's rad. It's all together. We got a TSP head on there, YZ250 clutch. Yeah, this thing is going to be absolutely rad. It is the stock gearbox. People keep asking if we're going to do a WR gearbox. I and Ewan don't like wide ratio gearboxes. We like the gears to be nice and close together, so you're always in the right gear. You don't have to huge big jumps between gears. And yes, it doesn't have a lot of leg going down the road, but that's not what we're building it for. We're building it for an actual enduro motorcycle, so a race bike. We're building a race bike. Ewan's gonna race it. He's gonna win a ton of races on it. It's gonna be rad. Today, on this video, we are going to start actually putting a motorcycle back together. We got the frame all vapor blasted and happy. We got a whole bunch of, you're fine, bearings. And anyway, I don't know where this video is gonna stop. We're just gonna start working and getting after it. All right, motor going in the frame. You're fine. Let's see.
Rice is very bad. Just have the nuts on the same side as well.
Yeah. Good idea. All right, guys, while Ewan is finishing up the head stay, I've got swing arm bearings. Using all Tusk stuff, guys, for this thing. For this part of this thing, not the whole bike, obviously. But I've been super happy with all the stuff from Tusk. It's been really good. And you know what? If you disagree or you think it's going to be no good, make sure you subscribe, because we're going to be beating the crap out of this motorcycle. And yeah, Ewan's gonna find out if this stuff's good or not. So we got this swing arm from our good friend Jared Kramer. Seals up, that's all right. We got our Tusk bearing removal / installation kit. Gonna set that up. Shouldn't be a 13. Should be, is that right? 12.
No, see.
Yep. Really?
No.
No.
You got it.
Oh, you get it? Okay.
I was just putting those back.
All right. So now, I think we might have a better shot here.
There.
Actually, hold on, take that back. So see this? There's a washer. Yeah, right there. We're gonna get in between that. There we go. Boom. Boom. And then there's another washer. Okay, it's already on there. So now, take your
Throwing things.
I would do that first. Yes. Hello. All right, Ewan is going to take care of that while I dig through lots of parts. We got all these parts. Oh man, it is already good to see. Even though this is just the beginning, that is so good to see. It makes me so happy. So yeah, I'm going to go dig through some parts. We got a linkage. I think we're going to use the linkage off of that swing arm, which is the swing arm that came on the bike. The reason we switched was because, well, actually, no. This is another swing arm we were given. The reason we switched was this one has that piece broken off, and I would have gotten it welded by a good friend of ours, but it's nowhere to be found. So We're just starting over. So yeah, we got that from another buddy. This one's just much cleaner, so we're gonna use it. But otherwise, it's the same, whatever. Although I'm just noticing that one up there doesn't have these tabs. That's all right, they just screw in, so we'll get those off of there. The other thing we need, but I don't know if it has in the kit, are these little guys. So there we go. Now we're gonna install the bearings back on, and you can see right here we got the bearing driver into the bearing. It's the right fit, and then we're just gonna take our 19 and use it. So just ease that on into place. All right, guys, as we're getting there, we got to go a little bit past flush so that the seal will sit in there. And these are the seals, so you just have to go, I don't know, just a little over 1 millimeter basically in there. And you know, you can go just a little bit and then come back out, make sure you don't go too far. Now, let me show you how this works. Now we have washers and a little flat bearing. Kit comes with 4 washers. One goes in. So we got that guy. We'll grease it up. That in. Another flat washer. And then the seal. And yes, we are making a mess out of this because I want plenty of grease and everything, and we can clean it all off later. And now, take a bunch of grease and we're gonna put it in here and get it really into those cage bearings. Just to keep everything clean and stuff out of it, we're gonna go ahead and put the race in. Oh, hands so greasy. Whose fault's that? Yours. Shit. Yeah. We got these spacers. These are nice kits because they even come with these spacers. I was actually just looking for these things. Make sure I got them out of the other swing arm, but don't need to. There's brand new ones right there. So that makes me happy. All right. Now I'm going to put you guys down. We're going to let you do this side. And then put this swing arm on here. I've been filming the whole time. Go down in there, really good. Sweet, right on. That is gonna be it for tonight. Don't worry, the video is gonna keep going because I gotta take a couple things to the shop and use some tools I have at the shop, like our dog bone here. I'm having a hard time getting the bearings out of that because you can't use the bearing press to pull those, to push those through. There's a thicker part inside here, so you gotta drive them out, and they didn't want to come out, so I have a way of doing that at the shop. I will try to remember to film that, but basically we're gonna take a real small drift that's sharp and drive it in between the bearing race and the dog bone, and it'll peel it out and then we'll pull it out. So yeah, starting to come together. All right guys, we are back from the shop. We got everything cleaned up, got the bearings out. Sorry, I forgot to film when I was there, but anyway, basically what I did was take a little drift and I drove it in behind the race of the bearing and peeled it in anyway. It's not the best way to do it, but it is a way to do it when they're causing you problems. So they're out, and we push these ones out with a normal press. So now we are good to go. I'm gonna start putting bearings back into these things and then get them back on that bike. And then we got a shock bearing to replace. Anyway, we're just gonna keep rocking and rolling here. Now, when we get all these things, you gotta sort these things out. Most of these bearings are all the same size, with the exception of like that. That's the shock bearing, I know for a fact. But these are all the same. So 2 go in each of these, 2 go in here. So nothing crazy. It's just like yesterday, or just like the other ones. We're gonna use our tool. Now we'll do the other side, same way. Guys, I'm gonna push these in the same way, and I'm just gonna bring you back when we start putting things back together.
Punched. Punched now. Punched now. Sorry for punching out the camera's fault.
Sweet. Got the linkage on the bike. Gonna go get the shock now. Ewan's getting the wheels ready. Massive thank you to Rocky Mountain ATV MC for those. They are beautiful, beautiful Tusk impact wheels. Again, stay tuned, subscribe, all that. Ewan's gonna be putting them through their paces. He's gonna be hammering on those things. So if they're no good, we're gonna find out. But I've heard good things, so pretty excited about that.
Good, we're gonna find out.
And if they're good, we're gonna find out. Now I gotta grab the shock and deal with the lower shock bearing. It's disgusting.
Cameraman Ewan here.
Cameraman Erdog.
Showing you what's up.
Oh, the hell is the bottom? Fine.
Yes, I
Should
love
have
that.
blown it up.
Shut up, old man. I don't love you anymore.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You do.
No, I
You do. All right, guys. Running into a bit of a problem. We were putting these liners on here for the act. Anyway, just noticed they're broken off in there. Nice. I did not notice that. Because that, if I had, I probably would have gotten that vapor blasted and just used that swing arm. But that's all right. We're going to come at it from the back side because unfortunately the holes go all the way through. And we're going to come in there with a normal drill bit and hopefully it'll catch and drive them out. We'll see. Ha! There's one.
Boom.
Did just what I hoped. Same thing. Yes, we're winning. Take. Oh, he didn't ever replace one. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Pumped about that. Psyched. Oh man, thank goodness. That was good. Sorry, this whole build is all about making a really, really, really nice bike, but also not spending just crazy money. I mean, we've done some pretty cool stuff, obviously, but we're not just going completely nuts. And part of that's because I can do a lot of the work. Well, I can do all the work. Ewan's doing a bunch of the work. And we've been sponsored with a whole bunch of parts. But like, for instance, I didn't get a sponsorship for triple clamps, so we don't have super shiny, fancy triple clamps. I also don't think you need super shiny, fancy triple clamps on a YZ. I think the thing's gonna be amazing. We got the suspension all tuned, valved specifically for Ewan. So it's gonna be amazing anyway. So I don't think we need that. And it's something I don't really want to spend money on. Now, if there's someone out there from X-Trig that wants to sponsor us on some triple clamps, let me know. But these stock triple clamps are just fine. Ewan got them nice and clean. I'm gonna come through here. Now I have brand new steering head bearings from Tusk, but these things look basically brand new, and so do the races on the bike. So I am not gonna replace them, and I'll save them for in case we need them in the future, or if we got another YZ, in case my other kid needs them, whatever. But these look great. I mean, even that thing looks amazing. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna use new dust covers for the top. That'll be good. But we also have a Mako 360. Massive thank you to Lance and Lisa and all the wonderful people at XC Gear for that. But we're gonna pop these off and we're gonna go install this thing. One of the big things about steering head bearings, guys, is making sure you get plenty of grease in them. It's one of those things that gets neglected as you're riding for a season and you forget and you're just riding through water and mud and whatever. Yeah, so you want to start off really, really well with plenty of grease in there. So, got our Motor X. We're just gonna pack this sucker tight. And yeah, I'm making a mess because I can clean that up. Got our other, this one we can kind of come in here from the bottom and really jam it in there. Yeah, go ahead and open it up. So, there you go. And then there's one last little piece. There's a...
Okay.
It's alright, he's a way better racer and mechanic than he is a cameraman, so. Alright, now guys, on these bearings, I don't go crazy tightening anything down until we get forks and all sorts of stuff in here, because there's probably some sort of torque spec. You tighten this down, back it off to a certain point, I don't know, because it's tapered roller bearing like a wheel bearing or anything like that. But then that's probably wonderful if you want to go through that, and it probably takes forever. So I just get it down by hand like that. It still moves just fine, and then I'll show you the process here in a second. So we're gonna grab.
Oh man, throwing things.
There we go. Triple clamp. Like this. Again, just by hand for now. Not gonna go crazy. Let's see, that will move independently. That's okay. All right, we're gonna get these set to just line for now. I'm gonna play with that with you and with his riding to figure out where we want it. We're gonna go right to that line, and we're just gonna tighten the bottom first. Hang on to that for a second. Fetch it.
Fetch it.
We'll come back with the torque wrench on all these bolts to make sure we don't over tighten them, but for now we're good. All right, go ahead and let go. So, you know what? Let's put the rear wheel on this thing.
All right.
Actually, yeah. Hey guys, to counterbalance this thing, we're gonna go ahead and get the wheel all done. Ooh, so sexy over there. Ewan's gonna lube up the moose balls. Gotta learn how to lube balls in this business. And ain't gotta learn how to joke about things like that. So he is gonna do that. And you know, you've done this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Even though you're butt a dog.
Butt dog. Dog with a butt on.
Oh yeah. Peons. How is that possible? Guys, we have run into a snag. A crazy snag. So there's that. And there's that. And they do not fit. So that's crazy. I didn't think there was any difference in the calipers. I think that this is still the same. So yeah, that hole's the same. So what we're gonna try to do is, I have some stuff at the shop. I think I might have a Nissan caliper carrier at the shop. I'm gonna run home or run to the shop real fast and take a look. And so yeah, I'll be right back. He's gonna keep putting balls in that tire. And yeah, this may be the end of the video until we figure out what we're gonna do here. Guys, super stoked. Ran back down to the shop, and sure enough, I had a whole caliper and everything. We don't need the caliper because he just cleaned that caliper and that's all set up, but it's got the right caliper carrier for it, so we're good to go. Super stoked about that. Also, Bulletproof Design sent us a disc guard, which unfortunately has the wrong setup too. So we have to get an older YZ disc guard. That's weird that they changed that. But anyway, no big deal. I'm gonna swap that piece out so we can get this thing at least kind of together. We'll get a better disc guard from Bulletproof later. And anyway.
Pretty epic.
I think this caliper. We might have to use this caliper.
Why?
That's right.
They changed it just to frustrate you.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna end up having to use this caliper because it did not actually translate. And this is crazy. This bike, by the way, is going to be the most crazy amalgam of different years and stuff, because the frame is a 13, the motor is, who knows what the cases are, the crank is just rebuilt, the top, I don't even know. The suspension's off an 06, I know that for a fact, so yeah, anyway. I'm going to mount that tire up on there with we got moose balls. Massive thank you to Moose Balls, Mr. Wolf, Intech, thank you. We are running a crossbite rear tire from Tusk, and I really like that tire, so that's gonna go on there. Yeah, let's get that thing on there. Ewan's doing some cleaning.
You got me old man parts.
Yeah, they're freaking cool. Dude, look at that.
Oh yeah.
We are nearing the end of this video. We're going to tighten up our steering stem bearings. I'm going to show you how I do it. So I like to make sure they're loose and move, but when you grab them down here, you don't get any play this way. And I just go on with got just a screwdriver. I'm just gonna tap that. So it's still nice and loose. Doesn't move. Go just a little bit more. Not too much because it's going to tighten even more when we tighten this down. So that feels pretty good. Do our 32 millimeter. I'm gonna tighten this down, make sure it's still feeling good. And there we go. Someone is for sure gonna yell about me not getting the torque spec out, but I'm all right.
They can suck it.
Yeah, there we go. As long as it doesn't come loose and this still moves like it's supposed to move. Now we can tighten these down. Mount that front wheel.
How many days till you think we can ride it?
Good question. I'm not sure. We got a couple more things I just ordered for it. Little stuff, and then I'm just seeing. Probably gonna have to get some other stuff for it. Because I don't think our plastics kit came with the right fork cards. Because these are off of an 06, a little bit older. But hopefully the next week or so, hopefully we can get you on it and hopefully we get to race this. There you go, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Ewan, what do you think?
Good.
Nice. We're excited. It's rad to see the suspension on this thing. Rad to see it look like a motorcycle with the wheels and everything. We might have to pull some things back off and, whatever as we go forward. But yeah, we're making progress, guys. Super stoked. Got some more cleaning to do on some stuff. Just like different parts and whatever. But yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos. This thing is going to be an absolute ripper, and I cannot wait to get it out. We will see you guys on the next one.